Hi everybody. We are going to look at the artist called Shantell Martin, and she uses a technique that she calls following the pen. Okay, so she draws on anything. We are going to draw on paper today, unless you have anything else that you want to draw on in a creative way. Okay, she does not use colour on her work, as she believes that it changes the direction of where people look. She also believes that black and white is a calming combination. She does not think about what she is doing and she does not plan her work, but she trusts the pen and the experience. So what I mean by that is, she starts with just allowing the pen to move freely on the page, trusting the pen and the movement of her hand, okay? And then after that, she fills in the gaps with faces and stickmen. And she makes the stickmen push and pull the different shapes and lines that she has created, okay? So with some aspects of her work, we can see actual objects that we can relate to being made. For example, this boat. These could possibly be buildings, okay? This could be the sea. Birds. But with other ones, it is less obvious with what is being depicted in the work.
I basically, put the pen down and then just go with it. The pen knows where it's going, and I've got very good at following. So usually it starts off with a very, fast movement, and then I'll step back and fill in the gaps. If there's a soft line, so then I'll do a nose, and if you have a nose, you need eyes and then a mouth. So it's like a language unfolding. Stickmen are great because you can put them to work. They're always pushing and pulling things. I draw on everything: cars, shoes, people, walls, clothes, planes, whatever I can get my hands on. The assumption is that I think about what I'm doing, I don't. But then at the same time, it's not like I'm coming to it with kind of no idea. I come to a drawing with intention and good intention to make something work. I get asked, how do I plan my composition? And I'm like, I don't plan, it just works. And I don't know how it works or why it works, but I trust in the pen and I trust in this experience. There you go, I had that feeling, so I'm finished.
I'm going to hide these now because I don't want to take any inspiration from what she has created previously. And I'm going to get a white piece of paper, a black pen, and I am going to allow my pen to freely move around the page to create some different shapes, okay? So I might have my eyes closed for this. Okay, so I've started off with 3 different lines, okay? One broke here. And now I'm going to see what I can build from this using the faces and the stickmen and other lines to create a piece of work. Again, trusting my pen. Okay, so now I'm going to bring back the work of Shantell Martin, and I'm going to compare it to mine, okay? So initially I started off with those long lines, and then from this I started to create like the artist, incorporating more faces and stickmen into the work and their interaction with the different lines that I've made. So I believe mine does have similarities to the artist, but maybe with more practice, I guess improvisational techniques will come more naturally. I want you to have a go at this using black pen, paper, or a white background of anything. And I want you to start with some lines. You can close your eyes, keep your eyes open, and allow the pen to move your hand gesturally through the paper. And then from that, see where you can fit in the faces and the stick men like the artist does. Again, like last week, I don't want you to plan in pencil, okay? I want you to embrace your mistakes, accept the errors that you might think you've made. Then I want you to compare your work to the artist's, think about what went well, any improvements that you think could be made or where you could go next time. Maybe you want to have a go creating a few pieces of work and comparing them all, and then submit your work to me on Google Classroom, and I will be picking some of my favourites to share with the school.